Good evening and welcome to today's episode of NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold for the 31st day of October in the year of our Lord 2024. Today is the anniversary of my mother's death 2 years ago. Today is also the rally that Donald Trump is doing here. I couldn't go because of the shady dealings that the Democrat Party has done, making it harder for supporters to go, but many did anyway. From the Opinion Post News comes this one. When public officials go rogue, New Mexico Democrats' shady move against the rally. It is like I said yesterday. The Democrats will lie, cheat, and finagle in any way they can to stay in office, even doing things that they would not allow the other party to do. They will, with complete impunity. In a blatant misuse of power, New Mexico State Land Commissioner Stephanie Garcia Richard made the decision to refuse the Trump campaign's use of a parking lot for their rally that was being held today on Halloween in Albuquerque. By denying access to an area that falls within the bounds of the campaign's legally established lease from Isleta, Garcia Richard appears to be deliberately attempting to disrupt the political process. This brazen maneuver not only disregards the principles of free speech and assembly, but also sets a disturbing precedent for how public office can be wielded against those with opposing political views. Something that we here in New Mexico see all the time, with no consequences to the offenders, unless, of course, they are Republican. The purpose of a rally is to provide a platform for supporters and those interested in learning more about a candidate's positions. It's an opportunity for individuals to come together in support of their beliefs and values. For the commissioner to deny the Trump campaign access to the parking lot, a seemingly trivial part of the rally setup, signals a broader attempt to suppress optical expression. Such actions are a stark violation of the American principles that allow citizens to freely express their political affiliations regardless of partisan lines. The campaign's lease, which extends to the parking lot, reflects a mutual understanding and a right to the space. By holding the lot hostage, as some described, Garcia Richard is leveraging her power in a way that appears both petty and antithetical to her duty as a public servant. Public offices, especially one as influential as the State Land Office, are not meant to be vehicles for personal biases. They are established to serve all citizens fairly and impartially. Yet Garcia Richards' refuse to honor the lease agreement demonstrates a troubling trend: the erosion of neutrality in government roles, where officials prioritize partisan agendas over their constitutional oath. Instead of fostering an environment where all New Mexicans can express their political views, the State Land Office is alienating a segment of the population and attempting to dictate which voices get a platform. This situation also highlights a broader issue in contemporary politics: using government influence to silence opposition. No public official should feel emboldened to stifle free speech and expression, yet Garcia Richards' actions here suggest a willingness to do exactly that. This is not merely a local issue. It reflects a growing problem within American governance. When officials refuse to uphold the rights of individuals based on political disagreements, they abandon the foundational principle of representing all citizens fairly. What New Mexico's Republican voters, and frankly all Americans, deserve is a government that will respect and protect the rights of all political participants. The State Land Office's role is to manage public lands responsibly, not to suppress lawful political expression. Commissioner Garcia Richard must be held accountable for her actions in the name of fair governance, and it is critical for all New Mexicans, regardless of party, to call out this blatant abuse of power. And now we'll remove the liberal blindfold. As I said yesterday, The Democrat Party should be ashamed of itself because when they are caught red-handed doing something wrong, they double down and continue doing that something wrong harder and with more effort. They are not learning by their mistakes. It used to be that a story like this was one that was once in a blue moon, but now it seems to be happening almost daily. It's time to put a stop to this. I hope the people are listening and doing their duty and voting all who are not following the laws out of office for good, and not being stupid by voting in the same people, expecting them to start following laws they haven't so far followed. From the Bible it says, from Matthew 5 verses 10 through 12, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when others revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you, falsely in my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven, for so they persecuted the prophets who went before you." When Trump announced a rally here in Albuquerque, the Democrat Party spokesman, Daniel Garcia, was triggered by it, showing that the Democrats hate America as it was founded, and also showing people who went against the Trump rally to go ahead and do it because it was okay. They need to be ousted from office. The sooner, the better for all of us, and that includes the Republicans who won't follow the laws and the Constitution too. Calvin Coolidge once said, "Patriotism is easy to understand in America. It means looking out for yourself by looking out for your country." Americans who will not follow our laws or don't want our politicians to follow the laws are the ones making this nation reel in all of the idiotic laws and then hold others to those same laws because their beliefs are the ones that have to go. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Thank you for watching, and as I will always say, we will not be ruled. NWCR is heard through Conservative Nation Media, or C&M, from behind the silver microphone of freedom with the voice of reason in this increasingly unreasonable world, where America always wins. Please subscribe to my video accounts on Rumble and BitChute if you want to know what is really going on here in America. ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, MSNBC, and others will not tell you the truth. Only the liberal talking points of doom and gloom will come from them. Due to the story that I talked about today, I was not able to go to the rally, but so many still did. But I will be watching for the appearance in Albuquerque of Yvette Harrell and Nella Domenici. Hopefully Garcia Richards doesn't do what she did today, although she probably will until some consequences come her way, which should have happened today. I know that I will be able to get in those rallies with my press credentials like I couldn't today. Have a good day, and God bless you all.